One of the greatest things about ABA, or applied behavioral analysis, is that we can use ABA throughout development. We can use ABA principles and apply them to any developmental stage to help people with developmental disabilities reach their fullest potential.
Hi, I'm Shira.
And I'm Shayna.
We're behavior analysts that create weekly content about how to teach kids with autism so that they make real progress. And we create shareable resources to make your job just a little easier. Today's topic is all about using ABA throughout development. And if you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on new video releases.
So I started out in early intervention, and I was teaching young kids. They were 2 and 3 years old. And then some of my students grew up and I started teaching, 8-year-olds and 10-year-olds. And now I actually consult to a group home, and I also do some early intervention as well. But the group home stuff is really awesome. And we are still using ABA in the group home. We're teaching skills like more communication skills, advanced communication. We're teaching life skills, lots of washing hands during COVID, teaching students to make their beds, do laundry, wash their hands. We're also doing some vocational skills as well. And that's all in an ABA format. And I absolutely love it.
One of my kind of pet peeves is the term ABA therapy. And I think that's because everything is ABA. There isn't a separate time where behavioral principles and the environment interact during therapy, but the rest of your life, they don't. Because really what ABA is the science of behavior. It's really just how the environment and the individual and their motivation and contingencies all interact. And ABA is really everywhere. So there's no time that now it's ABA time and now it's not. What it really can do for young kids at really any age is change the trajectory of learning. We want to give kids as much skills as possible so that we can make them more successful, more independent, and give them the skills that they may be missing or not learning on their own.
So instead of classifying students by age, let's classify them as a beginner learner or an intermediate learner or an advanced learner. So, as an early learner, whether that is at the age of 2 or the age of 20, I think of an early learner as someone who doesn't have communication skills. They can't communicate their needs. So we're really focusing in on requesting and seeing how they can request, whether that's vocally or whether that is what an early learner would be focused in on. As you get to an intermediate learner, we're trying to teach more advanced language skills. And those more advanced language skills would come in the form of looking at, increasing mean length of utterance, following more and more directions, asking for more things to get their needs met, as well as probably introducing some of those skills for independent living. And then as you get to a more advanced learner, you're working a lot more on the nuances, like those social nuances. So it's not good enough just to take turns with somebody and to play a little bit, but actually to have a conversation with somebody. And that would be a learner or advanced learner.
And those profiles really aren't written in stone. You can have an intermediate learner who's really working on self-care skills because they may not be completely independent with that. And then they can continue on to more of a, life skills program, with ABA is super effective with talking about life skills and chaining and independence and all of that. But then you can also have learners who don't necessarily need a life skills program. They could be in a more academic program, and they might be working on some things that are more ACT or social skills, or ways to kind of understand their environment in ways that are more promoting more independence, some behavior management. And any one of those things can really use ABA to teach them. It's just about looking at the environment, thinking about principles like motivation, enforcement, and shaping and chaining, and what does this student need to be successful in their environment, and how can we help them get there? So whether that environment is a classroom, a group home, an individual's home, any one of those things are options. And we're going to look at what can we help them learn that's going to make them the most successful in this environment.
ABA really is just good teaching. So ABA is across a whole bunch of different skills. So as children get older and become teenagers or young adults, our focus will shift again to how to make this child as independent as possible in a vocational setting. So we can do that as well through ABA. Like I said, it's just good teaching. breaking tasks down into smaller components and then teaching those components.
So check out our other video on teaching life skills. We have lots on chaining and shaping to understand how ABA could be applied in that kind of setting.
So in summary, we talked about how you can use ABA techniques through development to help a child or adult reach their fullest potential.
So click the link on or around this video to join our free membership, and you'll be able to access our beginner, intermediate, and advanced checklist assessment.
For more information on ABA throughout development, click the link in and around this video or in the description to become a free member. We also encourage you to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos, and leave a like and comment below if you have further questions.